It's the NFL playoffs on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of 2 tickets to the AFC title game, and we've got a great one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. 30. 10. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Buffalo. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. On play action, now Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Snap comes at 1. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary. All of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter, because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Rodgers' throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. One more time with Hall. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Well, they've gotten it to the 4 on this opening drive, and now they face a 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open. Just a split second too late on the release. Zerline's kick is up and through. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Allen going to go on 4th down. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is going to have the Bills' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Finding Knox there. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Adams, the man in motion right. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. This pass out wide to Hall. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Dancing to his left. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kaiser White. And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Here's Cook again. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got his target, Samuel. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And this incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Here's Hines. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not eating tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Caught on the right side by Adams. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25. 2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They'll run with Hall. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll look to run with Hall. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. All right, number 28, Mike, he's coming. Check in. Let's go.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch, and the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Diggs going in motion right. Now Allen. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. They run with Hines. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. Diggs going in motion right. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Rodgers. Gonna look deep for Wilson. And this one incomplete. A 50-50 ball in the end, nearly intercepted. And now it's 3rd down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Diggs going in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time. They'll run with Cook. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. On second and goal, Allen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with Rodgers behind center, you wonder if they'll take one shot at this. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw taken in by Adams. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with them. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Teron Johnson able. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Jets will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, do you want to unpack that one, or do you want me to?
You're the boss.
We get the interception, then really he's just too loose with the football on the return, and he coughs it right back up the other way.
I've seen this happen in an NFL game, and boy, did it cost someone. San Francisco at Atlanta a few seasons ago. Atlanta throws the interception. San Francisco runs it back. Game is salted away. Fumbles on the return. Atlanta gets it back, drives down, kicks the game-winning field goal.
How about that? And a crazy situation we just saw there. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one goes for 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. The slant connects with Devontae Adams.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Rodgers now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And Hardman going to go ahead and sit on this one as it'll come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Rodgers to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. Rodgers now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he completes it to Wilson.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Rolling to his right.
Open man downfield is Hardman. He's got it.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's on the guard, Lakin Tomlinson.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right.
Pass thrown to Adams. He's got it on the crossing route.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
They'll run with Hall.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
They'll go for it. It's Hall.
And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Rodgers going to throw. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter. Out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
And he'll get in for the 2 points. So that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Throwing is Allen on 3rd.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Well, NFL quarterbacks have learned the hard way. You're not going to get rich throwing against this guy. He's definitely too good. And this is now his 2nd interception of the ball game. And if I'm running the offense, I've got to tell my guys, you've got to go work on the other corner.
And check down, complete to Hall.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay game.
1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. On the draw, it's Hall. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
2 times. We got 4. We got 4. Shit. Easy.
Hall again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Call it a gain of a couple. The defense stiffening here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. but I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Rodgers with a keeper. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th. And the field goal ties it, but you're down here knocking on the door. What are you doing?
Did you hear the way you just said that?
Kind of.
Yeah.
With hesitance?
Yes, that means you don't want to kick the field goal, and I don't think they do either. They need to go ahead and get these points now and get an advantage and not tie it up. It'll feel like a big disappointment if they just kick the field goal right here.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To the air, Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. Will go down as a gain of 6, and they're going to have a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Diggs in motion left. Allen from the gun on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in the tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
Now Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Jets have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. 16 touchdowns for the rookie during the regular season, and now he has his first in the playoffs.
And we know the guys on the other side of the field were hoping that he would be intimidated by playing in the postseason, but they can just let that go because he's as confident as they come. And I know that he believes that's the first of many playoff touchdowns that he's going to have as his career progresses.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Cook up the gut.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
From the 44, Allen, and Diggs has it.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. The slot man in motion right. From midfield, here's Allen. Completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Bills first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Allen.
Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Diggs in motion left.
Throwing is Allen.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. One final try here for Allen.
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Jets have just about sewn up this football game.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
So with your team leading in the fourth quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Back to throw, Rodgers.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win. The snow sure has made the travel difficult all throughout the 5 boroughs and into New Jersey, but we are ready for football nonetheless at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Straight ahead, it's a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl, and it'll be a great one between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. The winner gets a trip to sunny Arizona for Super Bowl 57. The AFC title game is underway. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Two and a throw right away. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Braxton Berrios selected to bring it out. And he returns this to the 22. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
And sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Anderson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. Looking to pass. Tua. They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Now, before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Hardman on the return. So holding there on the return, and that'll back them up to start the next drive.
Yeah, that's a pretty easy call right there, partner. I think when the officials look in their manual and see the expression jersey getting pulled, that's a flag coming out every time.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Going to look deep for Wilson. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
Getting to the ball behind the line was Xavier Howard.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Rodgers. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Going right back to Wilson.
And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
Tua going to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
3rd and 1, and Tua wants to throw it. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Right back to him on 1st down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down. They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
From the 39,
Tua. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And and it's going to bring up a third down.
The good signal callers will never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
In motion, Hill. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Here's Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Devin White coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Tua sets up to pass it. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
Here's Jake Bailey now.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Steps away. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Rodgers. Going to look deep for Wilson. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 57 yards. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Barrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 45 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
AFC title game, second quarter action, 2 minutes to play. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Only needing 2 yards on second down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. Open man downfield is Waddle. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. And oh, it's no good on the PAT. So they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
To throw on second and 10. Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Tua throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. This fielded right at the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Catch made right side by Wilson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he is going to have the Jets first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now a play fake. Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Here's Rodgers to throw. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he'll find Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Hall. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. To throw is Rodgers. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 20-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers.
He gets it underneath to Hall. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. 2nd and 4. On play action, Rodgers. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him in warm-ups. He's got a big, strong arm when he delivers it with confidence.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. The quick slant caught. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll try to run with Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall punching it in from a yard away. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. 2 now on 1st down. Quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll have a Dolphins 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now Tua. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here we go on 4th down. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He is going to find Hill here. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
taken at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the fourth quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. It's second down.
On play action. Now Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Tyler Conklin, 76 yards. And the Jets are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their fourth quarter lead. So the Jet offense staying on the field. They're going to go for 2. Rodgers will throw for it. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone.
Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That's to Waddle on the quick slant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On first down, Tagovailoa. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. The offense on 3rd down tonight, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Jets are going to get the football back. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, You got to make sure of what you're doing.
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will have a short field to work with as they take over 1st and 10. Rodgers now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. He hits Adams complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Davante Adams, 40 yards. And the Jets continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And it's caught inside the 5. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Berrios now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
32.
Tua on 4th down. Found his target. It's Anderson. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. To throw again on second down. Tua got Anderson on the slant. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And again, it's Tagovailoa.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Jets are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late fourth quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game. Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down. And all that hard work has paid off. They're AFC champions, and on to the Super Bowl they go.
It's got to be an amazing feeling for them, doesn't it, Brandon? The idea that you've done it all that hard work, all that sweating, all that effort, all those times you're getting yelled at by your coach, and now you get to go to the Super Bowl. Put your hats on, guys, and say AFC champs.
And that does it for the conference championship. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And for